You have a neurological condition, you can drive a normal vehicle. Yes, Teslas help, but if you've been told that you can no longer drive, you've been lied to.
Come on, old man. You're driving.
I know. Going to church. Let me start this thing. I'm used to the Tesla and you just get in and go.
Well, I always like a truck better than a car myself.
I don't know how to put it, but it's kind of aggravating knowing that doctors and other medical professionals say this not possible. It's possible, but it's definitely good to start with the Tesla.
I mean, everybody's human, you know. Things can be tough, but you get little habits of compensation that you make. But at the same time, you want to try to constantly improve. Even if you had no neurological condition and you worked out, you'd want to constantly improve somehow.
Yeah.
So this is like a graduation to the next level in a way.
Yeah, the Tesla are definitely good, but this forces you to adapt to how a normal car drives.
That's what I mean.
And don't get me wrong, the Tesla is normal, it just can make up for your downfalls.
Yeah, there's not as much compensation with this vehicle, with a quote-unquote regular vehicle, not the Tesla.
Yeah, and
this isn't going to drive for you. It's not going to stop for you. It's not going to monitor the road for you. You're going to have to do that.
Yeah.
Like that guy right there.
Yeah, this truck is very animal. So,
well, see, you know, I mean, we talked about this with a lot of different things. Like, as much as is possible, if you have a neurological condition, as much as possible, your goal is what? To get back to normal as much as possible.
Yeah.
So if it's possible for you to try to do this, or at least try to do it. Would you drop the water bottle?
Yeah. Eventually, not at first, you always want to work better and better towards a goal. And this, again, through the right approach, you can become more independent. You can drive a normal car, but you have to know exactly what to do.
The thing is, that's why I say, like, getting back to, quote unquote, getting back to normal as much as possible. You kind of know what to do. I look at it like when you're using the Tesla, it's compensating for you. Maybe your lack of attention or your lack of reaction time, your slower reaction time or what have you. But this is like, it's forcing you to pay attention. It's forcing you to make the decision, which I think is good because just like in working out, we want to stimulate the nervous system. We want to force your nervous system to adapt, to get better. It's what you do with any exercise. You have some kind of resistance to make your body and your muscles adapt. And it's the same thing you're doing in a way with this. The driving this regular vehicle, quote unquote, as opposed to the Tesla, is forcing you to do some things that the Tesla might do for you otherwise.
Yeah. I've been driving this when it's nice, when it's not raining, because, for example, my reaction time isn't very good, so I drive the Tesla for safety. But if it's like today, it's clear, I'll drive this, and I've been forcefully driving this almost every day for a couple weeks. And it gets easier and easier.
See, you're adapting. You're forcing yourself to pay attention. You're forcing yourself to react quicker to different scenarios that you encounter on the road. People stopping short, people changing lanes at the last second. You know, it's good. It's good for you. And there's some people who are going to be stupid and like, it's dangerous. Well, everything's dangerous. Life's dangerous.
Yeah, everything's dangerous at first.
Yeah, life is dangerous. So what? When you're 16 and you're just getting to drive, you know what I mean? It's dangerous because you're young and stupid. You don't know anything. And you're not used to doing it. You're certainly not used to dealing with other people on the road. You just learn.
Yeah.
You don't not do a thing like driving, which can be actually essential to life, depending on where you live and what you do. You don't not do it because it might be dangerous.
Yeah, and I'm guilty of this. I kind of short-sold myself, meaning I always told myself I needed the Tesla to get around, which is kind of true and kind of not.
Maybe right at first when you first started driving again.
But now,
I think part of it was comfortable too.
Yeah.
It's comfortable because you know if you have any deficiency, it's going to make up for it.
Yeah, with traffic, long drives, bad weather, yes, the Tesla, but this is more than...
This is your daily commuter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this truck is what, 24, 25 years old.
Yeah.
So it's very long.
Well, thank God that your dad was a mechanic because the truck is in great condition, in great running condition, great operating condition.
Yeah. But
because
again,
most 25-year-old trucks are beat up.
Yeah, I sold myself and always told myself I can't drive this. But that's not true at all. I drive it fine. And thanks to you constantly saying you can drive it, go ahead and give it a try. So little by little, I did small little drives. And just like having the Tesla, small little drives began to get bigger and bigger and for longer drives.
Remember when I first had you walk the steps and you kept your hands near the guardrails, or you might have used them. And you know how many people would do it and at least at first they couldn't do it? So they say, I can't do it. Like, yeah, but you have to keep hammering it away at it. And now you got to work from that to being able to go up and down 100 times on concrete steps without hands. Meaning if you fall, you just hit the concrete.
Yeah, you can't fall. But it goes back, everyone wants a quick fix. There's no quick fixes, just constantly gotta work at it.
Well, so doing personal training, there's a ton of people who have no neurological condition whatsoever, and they want to lose weight or look a certain way, but they don't want to do. I just think it's just human nature is lazy. They don't want to do what they got to do it. They just don't. They don't. The eating part too. I had a lady tell me that she wanted to work out so she can eat whatever she wants. It's like, no, it's not really going to help you that much then. Now, if you want to look a certain way.
But yeah, I want to, not everyone can afford that. So again, over time, you don't need one. You can drive your per se normal car.
Yep.
That's what people don't want to do.
Well, they've also, a lot of people have been told.
They've been brainwashed.
Yeah. When somebody, remember what I was saying, when somebody challenges us and they say like, well, it's not that simple, or, yeah, the carnivore diet, or, well, yeah, you can exercise like that.
Oh, I get that all. That's you, that's not me. It can be you, it just takes work.
Well, like I told you earlier, my question is, okay, well then what do you think you should do? Well, doctors say they revert back to the mainstream, like
the medical industry, doctors included, they're pretty much paid to keep you coming back, to keep you looking for more. They don't give a resolution.
And everything has a place. If I get into a car accident and I need surgery, you need surgery. So you're going to go to a surgeon, right? If there's there's a medicine that you need, then you'll go where you can get the medicine. But to have that as your first line you know what I mean, to when it comes to staying healthy, diet and exercise. If it's an injury or, something like that, then I'm going to go to a doctor. I'm not going to go to a doctor for anything else. When it comes to my health, general day-to-day health, I'm going to take control of that. I'm going to take control of what I eat, how I move. And that's all you really need to do.
Oh, yeah. And certain people are looking for a cure. I'm sorry, but that cure, if the FDA has anything to do with it, the cure is never going to happen because they will lose too much money. So it's one of those things you can wish in one end, do something else in the other will get filled first. I know people don't like to hear that, but that is the God's honest truth.
Well, people have been conditioned through TV and all that other kind of stuff. Just mass media, where that's their first thought. Like, well, what is the doctors? Even if your doctor or whatever particular doctor you deal with isn't underhanded, he thinks a certain way, and what he knows is surgery and medications. So he's only going to suggest what he knows. He's not going to suggest, most likely, the carnivore diet or your diet in general or vigorous exercise. It's probably not, that's not his wheelhouse. That's not what he knows to do. It's not what he was trained to do.
And actually, certain professionals said they don't recommend vigorous exercise because if something happens, they're afraid to get sued.
Oh, yeah, it's so stupid. Like they were telling you that you shouldn't use steam rooms or saunas.
Yeah,
they don't recommend the high heat.
Don't push and sled, stuff like that. Yeah, another thing.
There is no detrimental effect that I'm aware of for steam rooms or saunas for heat treatment that they could even remotely be worried about. Like, if you have ataxia, what is it going to do to you? Like, not a thing. It's not going to shrink your cerebellum. It's not going to do anything. But it does have a whole host of health benefits.
And again, we're going down a back road. This apparently is not supposed to be capable, or I'm not supposed to be capable of this. But again, it all goes back to the right exercises, stressing the nervous system the appropriate way, which we have, stuff like that, and you can do this fine over time. Don't expect this to happen, within a few weeks or a few months. It will take a long, long time.
Well, that's why I always say, like, we started working together in January of 2023, so that's almost 3 years, like 2 years and 9 months now. But you've kept at it, and you've gone from shaky on ski poles, walking with ski poles, to this. Like,
Yeah.
It's one improvement builds upon the last.
Yeah.
And this is just basically to show everybody you can do it. It can be done. When people say that, people think like, well, I can't do that. Well, maybe not right now.
Yeah,
but
right now.
But why limit yourself? See what you can do. What happens if you try, you never build up to this?
Then you fail.
Yeah, but
failure is a good thing. People look at it as a negative thing. I look at it as a positive thing, because failure will teach you how to turn that failure into a positive.
Well, I always say too, if you try it and you don't get anything out of it, you didn't lose anything because you didn't have it to begin with. So what are you losing? But you very well may likely get, some improvement out of it. Some improvement. I'm going to say you're going to get a lot of improvement out of it. But to what degree? Well, that applies to the individual.
Oh, here's another thing I noticed. After driving this, my handwriting has gotten better.
Well, this overall couple things. It's forcing you to pay attention. It's forcing you to use your eyes, to think in the moment, to not be like lazy, to not think about things, to not pay attention to what you're doing. And it's all integrated. Your hands, your feet, you have to drive. You have to be aware of what you're doing at every second, which is good. But a lot of this you've learned before because when you originally learned how to drive. And I think you're just reestablishing those old abilities.
Well, to be honest, driving a bigger vehicle like this, that perception-wise, is much easier for me because I always drove a bigger vehicle.
Yeah? Like the Sequoia?
Yeah. So driving this is a lot easier. I don't know if it's because I'm more used to it than a smaller vehicle, but that perception is much better with this.
That makes sense. I just think overall, it's a total integration of your CNS, your neuromuscular system, your hands, your feet, your body, your mind, your eyes, everything is working together so you can drive.
Oh, yeah.
And this is forcing you. This isn't like a fun, passive activity. This is, could be deadly. If you don't pay attention, you could hit somebody. Somebody could hit you. You could just run off the road if you're not paying attention.
I'm constantly checking the mirror.
That's the difference. If you're in the Tesla, you're really not worried about running off the road.
No, you gotta think when the Tesla is in full self-driving, it's 10 times safer than a human. But this is your typical vehicle. And we're here. In summary, you can drive a normal vehicle. It's gonna take some time, but it is possible. And if you want to know, please email us. And if you like this video, like, share, ring the bell, and subscribe. Thank you.